you ask 100 NBA fans who was the better three-point shooter, Kobe or LeBron, the vast majority are going to say Kobe Bryant, despite the fact that any possible way you slice it, it's not true. Kobe, for his career, was 32.9% from three. LeBron, for his career, 34.9% from three. Oh, well, Nick, Kobe shot way more. No, he didn't. Kobe, for his career, 4.1 attempts per game. LeBron, for his career, 4.7 attempts per game. Well, Kobe was better in the playoffs. No. Kobe, for his career in the playoffs, 33.1% on 4 attempts per game. LeBron, for his career in the playoffs, 33.3%. Essentially the same. LeBron a tick better, but on 4.9 attempts per game. That is as clear and as clean and as matter of fact as data can get.
Okay, here's my problem with Nick Wright's take just there. It's not that he said LeBron is a better three-point shooter than Kobe, because I don't even necessarily disagree with that. If you think because LeBron shot a better percentage from three and at a higher clip that he is the better three-point shooter, that is totally fine with me. My problem is the take comes off as condescending in a lot of ways, because he paints this picture that if you think Kobe is a better three-point shooter than LeBron, that there's essentially no basis in reality or fact, and that you were just part of the cult and a Kobe extremist. That's what I took from it, at least. And here's why I think he's wrong, but intentionally wrong. Because Nick Wright is very knowledgeable and he knows why people may think Kobe is a better shooter than LeBron. And it's not for those aforementioned reasons that he alluded to. That's not at all it. So let's go down the list. Typically, if someone's arguing a case for Kobe being a better shooter than LeBron, it's because he, for a large part of his career, was a tough two-maker, right? Probably the best tough two-maker ever. And his shot profile didn't change too much when he stepped out to the three, right? It was tough twos, then it was tough threes, right? It wasn't, spot ups, it wasn't kickouts, it wasn't pin downs. It was, I got the ball in my hands, I got a contested jumper that I need to take over somebody, and I'm going to take it. Whether it's a 3 or a 2, I'm still going to take it, right? And that changes percentages greatly, because as I'm sure everybody can acknowledge, the further you get away from the basket, the tougher shots get. And if it's already a tough shot from 2, it's dang sure going to be a tough shot from 3. And that's what is never contextualized when, making a case against Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important, because the shot profiles between Kobe and LeBron from 3 are completely different. And that's a credit to LeBron, right? LeBron has been so dominating. He's been so tough to stop at getting to the basket. And for a large part of his career, teams felt like they were winning if he was shooting the 3 ball. So the looks that he was getting were largely uncontested or less contested than what Kobe's looks were. And I think that's pretty unrefutable, right? I don't think any logical person would argue that. So when someone's saying that Kobe is a better three-point shooter than LeBron, it's usually coming from a place of, if all things were created equal. If we are shooting the same shot every time, Kobe is going to make more of them than LeBron is. And you may say, there's no evidence of that. There's no stat that can speak to that. Well, I would tell you that you're wrong. There's multiple moments in their careers. There are multiple stats that you could point to and prove exactly that. But the funny thing is, when people argue against Kobe's efficiency, they only argue on the surface. They never do any research further than those surface level stats to find out that Kobe was actually a very efficient player, especially for his era, or B, the stats typically usually speak in his favor in a lot of different arguments if you are willing to do the work. So let me expand. When all things are created equal, is there any point in their careers where you can, see things created equal, shot profiles similar, shot selection similar, shot attempt similar, and them being on the same team? Well, the Olympics. And when you go to the 2008 and 2012 Olympics, Kobe Bryant and LeBron James shoot almost 10 percentage points different from each other from the three-point line on a team where they both are playing more off the ball. They're both not getting guarded as they would during an NBA season. So their looks are cleaner, their looks are more frequent, and they just have more opportunity from the three-point line to get good uncontested looks. Kobe Bryant shot, I think, between 2008 and 2012 about 45 to 48%, and LeBron was somewhere around 36%. So it's not some delusion when Kobe fans say, I think Kobe was a better shooter, especially when you consider the type of work ethic he had, the attention to detail he had, the maniacal behavior and dedication that he had to his craft, right? It's not insane when you know that he was shooting 1,000 shots a day from one spot, right? Working on one move, to think that he may be a more skilled shooter than LeBron. I think both of these guys have extremely high level work ethics. I think LeBron's was probably smarter and Kobe's was probably harder. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the distinction between the two, and that's why LeBron has had better longevity, and that's probably why Kobe maybe maximized his talent a little bit more than LeBron. Now, this is going to be a controversial statement. The only reason I say that is because I think LeBron is more talented than Kobe, right? And Kobe maximized what he had athletically and stuff a little bit more. So I don't want to change the topic, but I think there's reason to debate is the whole point. There's reason to debate why Kobe could be seen as a better three-point shooter than LeBron. And when you have these bad faith arguments like what Nick Wright had here, it minimizes somebody's argument without trying to truly see the perspective that they're coming from and paint them in a light that they're just not in. So hopefully this helps clarify things better to Nick Wright and anybody else who may think Kobe fans are crazy for having this ideology. Peace.